Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm Tony with Tony's Vapes, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Nitecore D4 Digicharger. This was sent to me by GearBest. If you guys want to go check it out, guys, links in the description. But today we're going to run through all the menus on this. Now, I've already done a video where I charged 4 batteries on this one, the D4, versus the I4. It's what I call a little baby brother. And this one charged faster, and according to the voltmeter, it charged more accurately. You know, I had some that were 4.17 on the I4. Every single one of these charged to 4.2 volts. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive up close, and I'll show you what this little charger is all about. Alright guys, to keep the glare off of it, I'm having to kind of hold it up, but you can still kind of see the camera and whatnot. But for those of y'all that don't know, this will run on 120 volt power, which the cord does come with it, or it'll run on 12 volt power. The cord does not come with it for 12 volt. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug in the 120 volt power, and we're going to fire it up. And that right there is the menu that it's going to stay on whenever you first power it up without a battery in it to be charged. Now over here on the left hand side we have slot and we have mode. The slot is going to change from the different slots that the batteries are in, and the mode is going to change it from the milliamps to the time and all that. We'll look at that here in just a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these batteries I actually showed in the last video where I put 8 of these in when I first got them. We're just going to go ahead and pop it right there into slot number 1. As you can see, 3.65 volts. Right now it's charging at 0 milliamps because it's trying to figure it out. And then this is your time. Obviously we just started. You saw this light come on. That's your lithium ion. Now it's charging it at 750 milliamp. You see charge time. And then right here you see charge status. Over here you've got charge mode and then CC. So if I go ahead and hit this mode button right here, as you can see, charge time, voltage, and then your milliamps. But if I go ahead and pop another one in there, now it automatically switches to the one you just put in. The flashing light's going to tell you where the charge is at. As you can see, this one's at 3.66 and that one's charging at 750 milliamp as well. That is as high as this thing will charge. It will not charge any higher than 750. If we hit this top button right here, we can switch between the two different batteries. But I'll take one of these charged batteries. It's going to try to put a little bit of a charge in it. If I pop it in here, as you can see, it's 4.19 volts. It's going to kind of check it real quick. I'm going to go ahead and go back to this one. As you can see, it dropped down to 375 milliamp. If we move over here, again, 375. If I pop a fourth battery into this thing and go back over here, we're still at 375, 375, 215, and 213. And the reason these two are lower is they're almost fully charged. So it's backing down the charge rate until it does get fully charged, and then this will go solid and these will be done. Whenever all of these are charged, it'll say all right here. And again, you just use the top button to switch between all your different batteries. And if you look over here, you got CC, then you have CV. What that is, this is constant current, and then that's constant voltage. So what the constant voltage is trying to do is it's trying to balance out the voltage. It can only go to 4.2 volts. But if we go over here, it's on constant current because it's only charging at 375 milliamp. Now another thing you can do, if we let it come on back around here, we're at 375 milliamp. If we push and hold the mode button, over here you're going to see a low light come on. And what that's going to do is it's going to take this to a low milliamp rating, and it's going to charge them kind of like a trickle charge. So I went ahead and put these over here on the low as well. And as you can see right here, we're at 69 milliamps. So it will only do a maximum of 150 milliamps as long as it's not in constant voltage mode. Now whenever you go and you're starting to change menus, it's always going to show you the voltage of the battery. So I went ahead and popped these two batteries out, and as you can see, it went back to 750 milliamp on both of these batteries. It's always going to charge 2 batteries faster than it does whenever you have 4 of them in there. And just to show you, I could put this one over here, 3.67. We got to wait for it to kind of calculate real quick. Then it's going to go ahead and charge. And with the battery split up, it's only going to charge at 375 milliamp. But if I have it in these two slots, it's going to go ahead and go to 750 milliamp. Take this battery, pop it over here, wait for it to calibrate. As you can see, 375 over here, we're at 375. Take that battery, pop it over here. As you can see, 750 milliamp, change it over to this pack, 750 milliamp. They can only be one space apart. So it really depends on where you have the batteries in here as to what the max charge rating is going to be. I'm just going to go ahead and leave them right there in these first two slots. Alright, so as you can see here, 3 of the 4 batteries are done. And yeah, I did swap them out. That's why it only says 7 minutes. But once this one gets done, it's going to display all right here on the menu screen. That way you know all of these batteries are done charging. And just like that, as you can see right over here, it says charge finish. And there you go, it says all, everything's done. So now what we can do is we can hit this top button and we can switch between each one of them and check their voltage. Then we can hit the bottom button and we can check how much time it took to charge each one of these batteries. These 2 were just charged not too long ago. But the best feature about this, if you have this sitting next to your bed so that you can pop batteries in right before you go to bed and have them charge when you wake up, if you push and hold this top button, it'll turn the lights out. Now some people will tell you that it just dims it down and everything, but I can assure you it turns the lights out. Now right there you can kind of see the 420 and the 11 minute, so I'm going to go ahead and kill the lights. Like I said, it kills the light, so don't listen to what the other reviewers are saying. All it is the LCD screen that you can see whenever your lights are on. And then of course you push and hold it, it'll turn the lights back on. Or if we go ahead and shut it back off, what I'm going to do is just pop a battery out, pop that battery back in. As soon as you put a battery in here, it'll turn that light back on for you automatically. So there you go guys, that's pretty much everything you need to know about the little Nitecore Digicharger D4. Now I did pop those other 2 batteries back in because it's not good to halfway charge a battery. It doesn't really hurt these like the nickel cadmiums and nickel metal hydrates, but I still don't like to put partial charges in them, and yeah, it's an old school thing. Now one improvement that I love about this one over the i4 is the slides that are on this. They actually have metal slides. If any of you guys have the older i4s, they had a plastic slide and those suckers would catch. And the very first thing I did with this whenever I got it is I had some bushing oil. I'm an RC guy. I had some bushing oil. I went ahead and just lubed up them rails. So the pros on this thing, you can turn the backlight off. You can switch through the different batteries, find out what each battery is doing. You can see what the milliamp is going into that battery. If you don't want it pushing 750 milliamp into your battery, you can push and hold that mode button and it'll put it into a low charge state. And you can turn the light off. That's the biggest thing to me. Now, if you guys want to use this on 12 volt, you're going to have to get your own plug or your own power adapter, and it needs to be at least 1 amp. And for one of the first times, I actually have no cons about this charger. I can't think of anything that's wrong with it unless it needs, you know, a longer power cord or something. That's about the only thing I can think of. So guys, this gets a huge thumbs up for me. Links in the description. Go over to GearBest and check it out. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, just post them in the comment section below. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching. We'll see y'all in the next video.